Fálànà sọ pé joinman yẹn má gbà so mọ́ yẹn wá ní kí bàbá lọ ṣàpọ́lọ́jì fún pé òun ò sọ pé wọ́n ń threaten òun so tí Fálànà bá lè control lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn láti ṣerú nǹkan báyẹn then àwọn kankan máa wà lábẹ́nú láàrin àwọn lawyers tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti máa ṣe àwọn kankan Fálànà náà ló sì máa padà control nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ máa wò bàtà Adédoyin Fálànà gangan kò ń ṣe kó fẹ́ jẹ́ k'Adédoyin lọ sẹ́wọ̀n kẹ́ executive tó padà confess yẹn òun gangan ló pass Adédoyin if not wọ́n ní kákọ̀ tó máa mọ̀ pé yẹn máa ń ṣe gbogbo situation yẹn tẹ́ pé they work it themselves and then at the end of the day ẹ máa result sí nǹkan kan tó yẹ pé wọ́n á ti lọ plan la. That my other lord àbírú àwọn dèjẹ́ wọ́n aggressive wọ́n dẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tì láti táwọn kan fẹ́ lórúkọ nítorí nǹkan kan tẹ́lẹ̀tì láti gbéná wojú àwọn kan táwọn kan ò fẹ́ kí ẹ̀ if not àwọn bàbá yẹn tí wọ́n yẹn máa ṣe mú ẹ̀yìn bọ̀ wọ́n mọ bí wọ́n ti ń pàdé ara wọn tẹ́lẹ̀ tí ń ṣẹ́tù ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan behind the scene because gbogbo wọn náà ní ìjà ara wọn tọ́rọ̀ bá dọ̀rọ̀ òkè pátápátá they are always there for themselves so if baba cannot come out pé irọ́ ló pa torí pé irọ́ tó pa yẹn ni mo ṣe gbé yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ police station ní Kirikiri pé kàn charge yín tó wá jẹ́ pé ìsìngbà tó wá parọ́ yẹn tìrọ́ yẹn ni a fẹ́ ká stay pẹ̀lú then bàbá àtàwọn family wọn ti lọ ṣàwọn meeting kan behind yẹn pé òkè ẹ̀mọ́ ó ṣe àlè lose àdúrà lè jẹ́ kí boy yìí náà kó go down so ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ parọ́ ìmọ̀ yín kẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ accept ẹ̀ kádẹ́ kúrò lórí yẹn so listen there will be never be any charge pé òkè òun ẹ̀ bá wọn kò ní sí yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ̀ so wọ́n ti àwọn ọmọ wọn pamọ́ nìyẹn àǹtí gbogbo kí ni ẹ bá dẹ̀ ń lọ báyìí at the end of the day ní rí justice tó yẹ ká rí torí bàbá ti compromise bẹ́mi ṣe rí ẹ̀yin tó pẹ́ máa wá TikTok anyhow ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ máa ṣe gbẹ́ máa ṣàwọn ẹ máa sọ pé ẹ ṣe ń lè sọ̀rọ̀ bí ó tẹ̀lé debunk irọ́ tó máa pamọ́ yín àyẹ̀wò ó yẹ tẹ̀lé debunk náà ó yẹ kí lọ́ọ̀yà yín kán lè advocate yín láti debunk irú rọ́ yẹn náà so tẹ́ bá ti lè accept ẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ pé fact yẹn náà ni gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ lórí ẹ̀ ti compromise láti yọ àwọn ọmọ yín kúrò ní kéèsì yẹn nìyẹn and then tí àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn àwọn náà ti lọ bá Fálànà pé òkè kí lè fẹ́ ká ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ bí wọn ò ní sọ̀rọ̀ directly lọ sí tó yẹ kó sọ wọn ò ní question àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ kó question corona inquest you can still argue kò ń ṣe pé kò ń ṣe court tẹ̀ ti lè argue tẹ̀ ti lè do question tẹ̀ dẹ̀ fight lórí case kan tẹ̀ lè fi establish kan tẹ̀ fẹ́ establish so the way I look at it ó ti rí bákan except tí taba lè get lawyer mi tó lè stand tó bẹ́ẹ̀ máa lè tó máa lè wá active yẹ láti lè rí nǹkan táwọn wá ẹ ṣe gan.
Introduction, Sherry.
No, wait. Expander, wait. You see that his submission carries weight, and he needs more elaboration for proper understanding. That is his own opinion, which he has 100% right to.
Correct.
One thing is this for sure. No lawyer in this world will make his fellow lawyer an enemy. No. Immediately you lose case, now you will get case of following you. You will get case, you will you lose. Instantly for that court, your lawyer will lose your case. Now don't they negotiate another case. You go see the lawyer and your opponent where you know say na your enemy. They go shake each other, hug each other, they laugh. They don't forget about you. You're on your own. That is their own profession. That is what they are trained for. But when I called Baba that sir, I need to come so that you debunk these things. Baba said, no, Arifa, I don't need to debunk anything. You know me better. To my own observation and my understanding to that little word, Baba is not in position to debunk anything anymore.
Correct.
Baba is never in any position to debunk anything anymore.
Correct, 100%.
This statement was made not outside the court.
So what are the lawyers doing?
It is inside the court. The lawyers should stood and fight for that immediately.
Baba's done his best. So,
if the statement or the allegation is laid upon him outside the court on social media, then he have every opportunity to react to that. You understand? Nobody above mistake. The lawyers are not robots. They are not robots. They are human beings. This is just normal, simple mistake. But the mistake can go a very long way. That's just it.
Yeah, what
It is normal thing.
Arifa, you've said my point, but the little thing I just want to add to that is when they said the lawyer, as in Falana, asked Baba's lawyer and a question, and Baba's lawyer asked Baba to apologize. You see, that can happen because what they said or what Falana was trying to point out, trying to indict Baba on another issue, and for that not to happen, Baba's lawyer can ask Baba to say, okay, apologize that this is not what you are saying and this is what you really meant. That can be done. That doesn't mean Baba has compromised.
No,
my own belief or my own thinking.
To my own opinion, case is a murder case or a kuni. So the people
Yes.
màá wá lọ sọ pé lọ́yà tó ń màá wá gbọ́dọ̀ sí lọ́yà tó ń takò ọ̀rọ̀ justice lẹ́nu pé kẹ́ni ẹ wá mí ní kí ẹ̀ náà kí ló kàn
No,
mí
lọ́yà yẹn fẹ́ intraculture ṣẹ́rí kan tí lọ́yà yẹn fẹ́ ṣe.
àwọn yẹn wá sọ pé tí àwọn tí wọn bá ti lè lọ apologize gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe sọ àwọn ò ní lè gbaṣẹ́ yẹn compromise owó ti wà ó ti rí bákan náà sómi ní
Sherry, you see what infrastructure is saying.
1 minute please, Arifa. Intraculture ṣẹ́rí kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé lọ́yà yẹn ò come out to tell us pé tí bàbá ò bá apologize òun ò ní gbaṣẹ́ o. Àwọn èèyàn ni wọ́n insinuate yẹn o.
Bàbá
Okay.
confide nínú ẹnìkan tó máa ń confide nínú láti sọ fẹ́ nìyẹn.
Well, àwo ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tẹ̀mí máa ń tẹ̀lé ya kí ni nǹkan tí lágbájá yìí sọ kí ni nǹkan tí tàmẹ̀jù yìí sọ as fact àwọn yẹn lèmi máa ń tẹ̀lé. Yes, I dey insinuate on our own but but I won't stand on that, okay? And the point is this, eléyìí gbogbo ìta ń sọ yìí náà bí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá àti lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn àti eléyìí insinuation ni bàbá ò jáde wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà ò jáde wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ but a gbọ́ pó ṣẹlẹ̀ so tá a bá gbọ́ pó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn a lè rí different meaning sí wípé ẹni yìí fẹ́ establish case mi against bàbá bóyá libel or whatever and ẹni dẹ́ wò pé ìtànfà àti ìfàtàn ẹ má jẹ́ ká lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn òkè tó bá dé lórí libel bàbá ẹ apologize lórí libel pé ẹ bú o kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórí yẹn ká fèsì normal case ìtànfà lọ. I think
point one nù kẹtẹ ìsọ yẹn náà yà.
tó bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn that could be right and they move on but lórí pé wọ́n wá move on yẹn nínú court tẹ́nì yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ against bàbá kọ́ ló máa dìde fúnra rẹ̀ táwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn bá wà ń bẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ yes we were all not 100% right or we are not robot they can be mistake but that mistake ṣe rí Nigerians ní gbogbo wa but some of us as in Nigeria at the moment nǹkan tí ẹjọ́ fi máa ń yanjú ní àwọn òdúta wà ní pé anywhere wọn fẹ́ kí whoever you are in any organization in any department tí mistake bá ti wáyé somebody must be held responsible for that issue somebody ní sọ pé a lè blame wọn no somebody must be blamed ẹnìkan máa wà tó máa pé yes it's my fault department ló ti ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ tó ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ bó yẹ kí n ti check wọn mi check wọn bí ìlọsíwájú ṣe ń wà nìyẹn for instance ní wíìkì náà ni a lọ sí bank a fẹ́ sanwó owó yẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀ in pounds agbówó lọ láti ibiṣẹ́ ni wọ́n wá láti máa sọ pé branch yìí o àwọn ò lè gbowó tó bá ti ju iye báyìí lọ tó bá ti ju 10,000 lọ o ká lọ sí central headquarter wọn ìgbà tá a débẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n láti check along the line gbà tí wọ́n ṣe yẹn lọ ẹnìkan gbé personal money tiẹ̀ wá 5,000 pounds wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n wá ń sọ pé wọ́n wá ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí question ẹ̀ ń bolo ti rí 5,000 pounds yìí báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ ti 5,000 pounds cash tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe rí Nàìjíríà bàjẹ́ tí gbogbo wa ń pariwo gbogbo wa pẹ̀lú àwọn tó bàjẹ́ because ní each section gbogbo ṣe bóun náà ń sọ̀rọ̀ Bobrisky yìí ṣé president ló bá wọn wà ń bẹ̀ nígbà tó ti yan controller general síbẹ̀ for God's sake Ministry of Justice tí wọ́n gbé ọ̀rọ̀ lọ wípé wọ́n máa mú kí n lọ fún presidency wọ́n máa fún ẹni pardon ṣé president ló wà ń bẹ̀ ni for God's sake these are the root of our problems but gbogbo ẹ̀ la fẹ́ tì sórí ìjọba. To come back to what we are saying, tọ́rọ̀ bá ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹnìkan láti take a responsibility. So tọ́tírú issue tá à ń sọ ìbá ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú court, the lawyers should take the responsibility, not Baba, and that's the fact.
Thank you very much, Expounder. That is just the fact. No one is above error. Nobody is above mistake. They are human beings. They are not robots. Not being programmed. So, it's just a common error, but the error can lead to what they don't want. It is not too late to be corrected. But I think as a lawyer, they will re-strategize to work on that aspect. And at the same time, it will be better if they will cover the aspect of Mohbad as well. I know what I'm saying. No? I don't want to go into full details, but I know what I'm saying. Because the boy is being somehow exposed. Is being somehow exposed. Nobody is asking some technical question that has to do with that boy. When you said this boy is ill and active, the boy is okay, and he went to the show, he sustained an injury. Can you please tell us, the injury you saw, how deep do you think the cut is? I don't know. It's not something that is deep. It's just normal cut, just small cut. Even in the morning when I saw him, the blood is not as, it's just normal thing now. According to Spending says that injury is nowhere compared to the injury that they usually sustained at Malian's house. That all those big and biggest injury that they sustain for Malian house no find them. Now this one go come find Mohbad, him no gree. So the injury has nothing to do with Mohbad's death. Definitely there is more to it. But according to the SAN, he somehow put it out that the death of Mohbad came from the injury he sustained that leads to calling of the nurse. Where did he sustain the injury? Just like what the Expounder said, where did he sustain the injury? Do you understand? The injury is sustained from the fight, and the nurse came to treat the injury. The nurse passed injection. Now the injection, is it right or wrong? Leads to the death. In other words, the pathologist established the fact that he sustained an injury in his forearm. Prime Boy is here. Gallants have been crying that they should please call you for me. Please, I need you, Gallants. I don't dey shout. Say, "Mo na share this life to Gallants, I beg." Dirao, Omoba, Dirao,
Arifa,
hey,
Arifa, another thing is this. From what is it called? Cynthia's CTC. Okay, that is being translated by IA. By AI now. Okay, that's been translated by AI. Prime, hold on first, please.
What will happen is this. Expounder, I'm coming to you. I've been shouting, Prime Boy, Dirao, Dirao, Prime. When I was at the inquest the last time, mo lo opportunity láti interview lawyer Wumi, mo ní opportunity láti interview SAN. Well, I will send those videos to you, so you sit down wàá gbọ́ àwọn fídíò yẹn fúnra ara ẹ̀
mi ò
dáadáa.
ní láti gbọ́ ẹni tí ń ṣe bíbí tí lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ti ń sọ pé kinní kan náà òun ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́pọ́ ń jà ní àbẹ̀wò.
Something like that but ó deep jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ.
Arifa kò sí kan tó ń bọ̀ lókè tí ló gbà ajé
Wàá ṣoríire.
ní tí wọn ò ní ṣoríire gbogbo eléyìí tán ṣe wọn kó bára wọn sí ni gbogbo dígádígá yẹn wọn ò ní sọ fáfọ́jú kójò rọ̀.
Gallant.
Gbogbo àwọn eléyìí tẹ̀yìn rí yẹn ó kọ̀ dàbí pé ṣẹ́yìn ó bíi ok ẹ má wọrí.
Gallant.
Mo fẹ́ mọ bí ṣèbọn sọ pé
Gallant.
ìdájọ́ yẹn ni mo fẹ́ mọ bí evidence wọn wà ẹ mọ̀ pé bọ́yìí wà yìí owó mi ń pọ̀ sí lọ́wọ́ wọn ni gbogbo eléyìí tó ń sọ yẹn ní ìráyè fídíò tí mo pick screenshot tí mo pè é fún láàárọ̀ mo ti rí so kò ní.
Wàá ṣoríire mi náà ti ń wà jọ share ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú mi jọ.
Ẹ̀yin tó yẹ kẹ́ máa ní information ìwé ẹ̀ ṣe ni tún share fún mi.
No ó ti gbàgbé pé fóònù mi kan crash nígbà tí mo ní issue yìí. Má gọra ẹ̀ fóònù mi kan crash nígbà tí mo ní issue yìí náà. Infinix mi crash. Infinix mi ó crash big time.
Ẹ ṣáà rí pé mi ò.
So jọ share ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú mi kó tó sùn jọ.
Ṣé ó sùn kẹ̀ ṣé mo jọ ẹni tó ń sun kerosene ni wá tá máa fi get justice.
Wàá ṣoríire. Yeah, kerosene crew. Kerosene crew.
Àwọn náà sùn.
Kò ní séwu.
Ṣé kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ?
I trust you, Prime. Kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ o, but the more I listen to the video, the more I derive new points. Mo kàn ṣáà ń discover pé each and everything is no more pointing directly to Wunmi. It's not pointing to the nurse, but it's pointing directly to Prime Boy.
Who is pointing?
I mean, everything they are saying is pointing to Prime Boy.
Who is saying what are they?
Thank you. When I have encounter with the lawyers, Wunmi's lawyer said Darosha has established the fight between Prime Boy and blah 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 blah. Okay.
Ṣé kò ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ Arifa?
Kò tí ì ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ jẹ́ kí n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
Ṣé kò tí Darosha sọ lẹ́yìn ṣì wà lẹ́yìn káyà yín sókè? Ṣé mọ̀ pé lẹ́yìn sínì yẹn Darosha wá sí láìfù everybody ó rìn kiri lọ́jọ́ yẹn?
Ṣé bó wá sí láìfù mi lálẹ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn tó wá ń ṣépè ní comment section.
Wọ́n bí ìyálà ìyá ẹ̀ rè ó fẹ́ wá gbọ́ ọkọ̀ táwọn èèyàn máa sọ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn ni òun ò ṣe lọ sí láìfù lójoojúmọ́ kó wà náà. So all these things.
Wọ́n bí kú kò lè ṣerú ẹ̀ náà.
Eléyìí tó sọ physical fight tó náà ń rí yẹn ó máa gbé evidence ẹ̀ jáde àjẹ́bẹ̀ $1 billion lówó mi. Mi ìfẹ́ surprise yẹ mo dà pé mo ti surprise ni pé mo fẹ́ gba $1 billion yẹn mo tún máa fi kún tí mo ní sọ. So tó bá wà láìfù yìí kó máa gbọ́ kó lọ máa talé àtọ̀nà ẹ̀ bó jẹ́ fẹ́ǹsì ló máa fi lọ yáwó ìfẹ́ mọ̀ mi ìran yàrá ìyá anybody wọn. So ọ̀rọ̀ máa sọra ẹ̀ tó wá tásìkò ṣíṣe no cap. Wọ́n á pẹ̀lú yàrá ìfẹ́.
Nothing do you, Prime Boy. Kò ní séwu lọ máa ṣe fàájì ẹ̀. Lọ máa ṣe fàájì ẹ̀. Bó ṣe ń rí lára tèmi ló jẹ́ kí n máa pariwo Prime Boy dira o bọ̀wọ́ pẹ́ ní fọ́lọ̀ lọ máa ṣe fàájì ẹ̀. One thing that I know for sure, that is the fact that the truth will always remain the truth. Èyí o kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀. Like I said, Expounder, you were trying to ask me one question. Yeah. I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. During this Wunmi questioning in inquest, the old one, you know, from the new AI that we listen to now, we could now deduce from that thing that Wunmi had an injury and she was being asked about the injury. How depth was that injury? And she said it's not that much. Does blood came out? He said that the blood is not that much. But no lawyer has asked her how did she came about that injury if there was no fight. You were asking someone, she has an injury. How depth was it? How much was the blood?
Expounder.
But how did she think about that injury? She was not asked. And no one is asking that.
Expounder.
Oh, God.
You are still bringing me to the same place. In as much the injury has nothing to do with each and everybody's clients. The only person that can ask about that injury is Mohbad's lawyer. How did you sustain injury a day to the death of your husband? When you went to the show on Sunday, you didn't have any injury. When you go back from the show to the house, you didn't have any injury. I put it to you, the only way you can sustain this injury, and according to the other testifiers, that there was an ongoing argument between you and your husband that even led to the point of dragging each other's clothes, cursing each other, which must have led to an hot temper. You understand? Which means definitely when you people get home hot, or at some points on your way home, there was a physical battle between you people. This is the only way you can sustain the injury. Then if they put it to her that way, let her explain how she get the injury. You understand? She is going to explain how she sustained that injury.
Exactly.
But funny enough, it is simply because it has nothing to do with Baba Mohbad.
Oh, God.
It has nothing to do with Prime, has nothing to do with Darusha, nothing to do with Adura, nothing to do with Mama, nothing to do with her herself.
Then let us get
The question only has to do with Mohbad. Sir?
Let us get a lawyer for Mo. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gba lawyer for Mo tó lè máa béèrè àwọn question yẹn. I mean,
Baba, he's not in my capacity to say so. You understand? Emile Dabani. There are some people that are listening to this program right now. Tó jẹ́ pé pen ò kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn. They have pen in their hand too, as they are listening now, they are jotting many things down. You understand? If those kind of people can come together and reason with me within themselves there, somebody can stood up and keep fighting for Mohbad. If the whole world keep fighting for Mo and there is nobody saying this, something is fishy. Over to you, Expounder.
What more can we say? At least we've spoken about 3-4 points that we expected the lawyers to have asked, which could lead us to establishing a fight between Mo and Wunmi, which could lead us to the fact that there was a doctor's report, and why was the body being taken to the home instead of the morgue? No one was asking all of these questions, and more of it that we've raised here. Baba cannot fight for himself if he has a lawyer sitting there right there in the court. His right should be defended. They should defend his right, and more so Mohbad's right as well should also be defended. But we are not having anything, nothing from these people. So I don't understand. I don't know what more can we say. But moving forward, I think we will all appreciate and be delighted if these questions could be put through to this to the other side, as in to Wunmi, DJ Bami, Darusha and the likes. And if the lawyer could ask questions that could establish that there was a crime and that this case is an homicide case. Okay, and that is when they could have something to rely on in court. Yes, Mr. Yomi Fabi is doing his part. His part. If what he's doing now, at the end of the day, the fact of those camera and every other thing could come out, this will exonerate Prime Boy, and this will establish that there is a crime. But even if the lawyers were working, you know, codedly or silently, there should be some questions that will give us, as in the justice seekers, some pieces of rest of mind to say yes, they were asking, they were on the right way, they were on the right part of the questions they asked. But what got us worried is that we could see some, you know, lacunas from the questions, that this were not done, and these were some of the main points that are supposed to have been raised, but we're not hearing any of as such. So in that wise, you know, some of us are worried that what is going on. So all we need is justice for this, for Mohbad, and whatever that will bring the justice for Mohbad, I think we should all support it. And if there is mistake from anybody at all, or from any quarter, I think we should own up to say yes, there's a mistake, and it will be rectified, and not us defending what is not. I think if we could have that, then we'll have a lot of things to cover, or to cover and uncovered as well. So I think these are what we need. We need to work together. If there's a mistake, we need to own up and make the remedy, and let's move on. So in that way, I think we will go a very long way. So that is what I see. Okay. I see way forward.
Arifa, the lawyer we got for Baba is a public lawyer. Awalagba from Mohbad, right? Is there anyone that stands like intermediary between the public and the lawyer? Because àwọn nǹkan tẹ́ ń raise, àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ni ẹ máa put ẹ mọ̀, okay, tí n bá gba lọ́ọ̀yà fún nǹkan màá máa sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ pé okay ẹ̀ ṣe lè tó bá yẹ pé bàbá ò lè stand in that gap láti máa sọ fún lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan yìí ẹ wo bíbẹ̀ ó yẹ ká lẹ́nìkan from the public, sí ìtẹ́gbẹ́ public fund láti sanwó fún lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn láti lè máa query ẹ̀, láti lè check and balance pé kí ló yẹ tí nǹkan bá yóò ṣẹlẹ̀, okay, next time tá a bá ń lọ sí court nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyí, tẹ́bà lè advocate fún mi tí mo dẹ̀ fún yín ní point tó yẹ kẹ́ look into it, then something is fishy. So there should be someone from the public tó yẹ kí bàbá approve, because mi mọ why tí gbogbo àwọn question yìí wá ẹ̀dọ́kàn wà nílẹ̀ tí ò tẹ́yìn tó ń béèrè ẹ̀, and these are the questions that can lead us to justice or give us some tips. So there should be somebody that should be able to stand láti sọ fún àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn tó yẹ pé wọn ò mọ nǹkan tí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe àbí wọn ò mọ àwọn question yẹn bóyá wọn ò ọ̀pọ̀ mind wọn ò lọ síbẹ̀. Ó yẹ kẹ́nìkan àtò máa lè débù àwọn question yẹn pé the next call tó tí nọ́ọ̀sì bá wá o, ẹ kàn má jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ lásán, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ síbẹ̀ láti lọ gba fact lẹ́nu wọn. Àwọn question tá a ti line up, àwọn question tá a fẹ́ mọ̀, àwọn public tá a sanwó fún yín, these are the questions tá a fẹ́ mọ̀ tá a fẹ́ kẹ́ bí wọ́n. Àtàgbà tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti lè dàgbà ju ẹni tá a lè bá sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ lọ jẹ́ ká lọ ayé ẹni tá a bá mọ̀ pa lè owó wa lè ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tá a mọ̀ pé ó máa lè ṣe nǹkan tá a fẹ́. Bìkọ́ bóyá ń ṣe yìí bí wọ́n á yẹ ṣe ìrìnrìn tí wọ́n á tì wá wọgbó ní ìdẹ́gbà at the end of the day a kàn máa padà rí pé kò sí nǹkan kan at the end of the day yìí tí ó dẹ̀ ní sẹ́nibọ̀dì téèyàn fẹ́ kó èrè ìjà yẹn.
Infrastructure, thank you very much. There is only one way out to that, and the only thing I will say is that I don't think there is there is no intermediary between the public and the legal team. I don't think there is. But at the same time, the legal team are with us. Some among the public have access to them, talking to them. You understand? Some of us can easily pick phone and call any of them like, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, sir, blah, blah, blah. I think in this direction, this, that. You understand? And things might be rectified. But one thing I just want us to know for sure is that the discussion tonight is not we want to drag anybody or expose anybody or submit people to dragging. No, not at all. Not at all. We are only calling their attention to the area they forgot to touch. The promise they made is that no stone will be left unturned. So they are about to forget about a particular stone. That is where we are calling their attention to.
Okay. And are they here with us? Are they getting this?
Fantastically well. They are doing a very good job. So they are trying their very best. Infrastructure, you know, a room is not built in a day. It is a gradual process. And I keep saying this, they are human beings. Error can come at any time. But we need to just, once we cite the error, we call their attention to it so that things will be rectified as fast as possible. So that is what I felt. Not that it is being pre-planned or being jotted, okay, let's go and attack them. No, nobody is attacking the legal team.
No,
nobody is pulling down Baba Mohbad. I'm speaking on your behalf now to everybody. Nobody is attacking the legal team. Nobody is insulting Baba Mohbad. Nobody is thinking otherwise on this justice movement. The only thing we are trying to do is to call their attention to the area we felt they've left behind. So that is the only thing we are doing. Alade Ogo, let me give you a little time to talk before we go for today, before I go back to AGS. Alade Ogo, are you there? Oh my word, I don't think she's available. Okay, no problem. AGS, do you have any other thing to say before we go for today?
Arifa, mi ò ní much àti sọ mọ́, but lórí tí interculture sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn, mo reply tí mo fẹ́ fún wọn ni wípé you said it all. Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ tán, but you've mentioned it earlier that lọ́yọ̀ oníkálukú fẹ́ defend ara wọn ni. Sure, you understand? So mi ò rí ní rí pé there is no any lawyer there that is ready to ask gbogbo question tí àwa fẹ́ jẹ́ kó béèrè yẹn. I think those questions can only be answered ní criminal court. But ní corona inquest yìí, lawyer oníkálukú ṣì ń defend client ẹ̀ ni. So wọn ò tí lè béèrè question yẹn. And the only other person tó tún lè béèrè àwọn question yẹn òun ni Mohbad's lawyer, which is not available. It's not available at all. And the second bone of contention mi again ni ọ̀rọ̀ tí nurse tí mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn pé we need to be very very careful for them not to present another person fún wa, because èmi rí ní rí pé yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ tí Mr. Yomi ń ṣe lórí ti CCTV yẹn, yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe yẹn, the only person that can shed more light to this matter on ground is the nurse. If truly nurse wà nù fíìmù yẹn, and two things nǹkan tó jẹ́ wà ń bẹ̀ ni wípé tí nurse bá wà available nínú fíìmù yìí, ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn máa lọ fà gan tó bá jẹ́ lóòótọ́ ní nọ́ọ̀sì wà o, because now tí nọ́ọ̀sì bá jáde wọ́n á béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ kàn tí ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà pé due to abẹ́rẹ́ tó fún òun ló pa Mohbad. So lóòótọ́ kéré tí nọ́ọ̀sì bá mọ̀ pé òun ò fún Mohbad lábẹ́rẹ́, tí nọ́ọ̀sì bá mọ̀ pé òun ò fún Mohbad lábẹ́rẹ́ o, ó máa jáde sọ̀rọ̀ pé ẹ wá, ẹ má di ọ̀rọ̀ ilé mi lórí o, mi ì fún Mohbad lábẹ́rẹ́, mo ti bá Mohbad nílé tẹ́lẹ̀ tó ti kú ni. Mo ti bá Mohbad nílé already tó ti kú ni. so mi ò fún lábẹ́rẹ́ so tó bá yẹ jẹun náà jẹ ló fún lábẹ́rẹ́ lóòótọ́ èmi kàn mọ̀ pé nọ́ọ̀sì ṣá òun ló lè tan iná sí ọ̀rọ̀ ló lè tan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn lóòótọ́ tó bá jẹ́ pé nọ́ọ̀sì wà and tó bá jẹ́ sí nọ́ọ̀sì náà kẹ̀rẹ́ Arifa now they are trying láti mú nọ́ọ̀sì wá sínú fíìmù yìí wọ́n try láti mú nọ́ọ̀sì wá ṣé gbogbo ilé tí nọ́ọ̀sì jáde látijọ́ yìí they are cooking something they are really cooking something about the nurse wọ́n ṣẹ́rí Arifa tábà ṣọ́ra wọ́n mẹ́lòmíì bọ̀ fún wa yàtọ̀ sí ilé tẹ̀yìn rí yìí o nurse tẹ́lẹ̀ ti rí ẹ ti mọ̀ yìí o wọ́n mú ẹlòmíì bọ̀ ẹni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n mú ẹlòmíì wọ́n bọ̀ láti wá present ẹlòmíì fún wa fún nurse yẹn wọ́n mú ẹlòmíì bọ̀ because kò mi ò rò pé wàhálà wà nù ẹ̀ látijọ́ lóòótọ́ tẹ́ bá ní ẹ ti mú nọ́ọ̀sì eré tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ ti tì mọ́lé ó wà ní kínní ẹ ti ó yẹ kó ti lè wá sí court látijọ́ ẹ̀ but it's because there's no any nurse anywhere wọ́n ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń plan ẹni pé jẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wà tí wọ́n máa mú nọ́ọ̀sì wá fún wa Arifa inmate lọ́ máa mú jáde ẹlẹ́wọ̀n lọ́ máa mú jáde because case ọ̀rọ̀ bàbá Fálànà tó ń sọ yìí ti baba Falana àti ti Bobrisky yìí there is nothing Nigerians cannot do again kò sí nǹkan tí Nigeria ò lè ṣe mọ́ kò sí nǹkan táwọn government ò lè ṣe mọ́ wọ́n lè mú inmate jáde fún as nurse wọ́n á máa sọ pé wá kò jẹ́ sí ni kò sí ni kó má sí nurse nínú àwọn inmate ní gbogbo correctional center kò sí ni kó má sí nurse nínú wọn so ó máa tún jẹ́ kí fún mi ẹ́ dùn gan wá 5 years ló kù fún ẹ o láti jáde o wà tó bá lè ṣe báyìí tó ṣe báyìí wọ́n á dínkù sí 1 year tó bá máa ṣe tán gan after 1 year gan kíní kan million tí ń dúró díẹ̀ wọ́n á mú family ẹ̀ kúrò Nàìjíríà kíní inmate lọ́ọ́ máa tó wá mú padà jáde fún wa.
gàrí níbi ṣọ́ọ̀bù onígàrí kò fẹ́ jẹ́ wò ó ní bó ṣe fọwọ́ bu abẹ́ ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹ̀